Is Kamala black enough?
Yeah, I think Kamala's black. She's black. She probably more blacker than some of you who saying she ain't black.
I think the real reason why Trump decided on JD Vance, let's call it what it is, he didn't want to get pinched again.
Plus the picture of the Last Supper, everybody in that picture is white. And we already know none of them people was white. I'm just keep it 100. You want to see that Deadpool movie? I figure if I got bored one day and I ain't got nothing
You gonna go see Deadpool?
Go see it. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
I like Marvel.
It won at the box office. Maybe we should talk about it.
They said it. Did it make $500 million already?
It made a lot of money. I don't know how much money it made, but
and trust me, if my son was here, I know he would have been like, Dad, hey, let's go see, because my son don't really got, he really doesn't have any friends here like that, other than he might be around his cousin, his low cousin, and then my niece, his other cousin, you know what I'm saying, other than them. And my low cousin, like 8, you know what I mean? My son's 16, so. But I know he would be like, Dad, let's go see, let's go see this movie or something like that to do something.
Would you take him?
Yeah. When he came down 2 weekends ago for a family reunion, he had his friend with him. I already saw Bad Boys. So my son, surprisingly, he hasn't seen the movie, and him and his friend. So they both 16. So I paid for them, and I say, look, y'all old enough to go by yourself. Just call me, and I'll come and pick you up. So they went to go. I dropped them off to go see the movie. They say they enjoyed it. They liked it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
if he was here, yeah, I'd take him to go see. Is it called Deadpool? Was it Deadpool?
So it's
Wolverine?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And they made $200 million. It's expected to make $200 million in its debut.
That's good.
And it's gonna make box office history. So
that's real good.
I don't know how much they're making like worldwide, or maybe that is the worldwide. I don't know. Gotcha. But you heard like 500 or something.
I think I heard that on. I don't know how true that was. I think someone was saying that on the radio.
Oh, okay.
But they might have was just saying it. So
yeah.
So it made 200 million.
Yeah. 200.
And it just came out when
last weekend.
Last weekend, man.
It's going to be a big movie.
But I wonder how much did it cost to make?
Probably 100. Probably 100? Over 100.
You think so?
Probably more. It could be more than that.
More than 50 mil?
Oh, yeah. Definitely more than 50 mil. You talking about making it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. These superhero movies,
Yeah.
So, actually, I'm sorry. 200 million. And that's before advertising. So
what do you mean? It made 200 million?
No, they made it. It took them 200 million to make it.
Oh, so but they just broke even. In other words, you say they made 200 million?
Well, that doesn't count for the advertising, because afterwards, then it's like, it's way more money. So
but they made 200 already.
Yeah, they already made 200.
So they made,
and they're going to make a lot
money back.
Yeah, they're going to make a lot of money. Yeah, they're going to make a lot of money. I mean. What's that guy's name? Ryan Reynolds. He's a big box office draw. Yeah, and then Deadpool, and then Hugh Jackman, who's one of the one of the best.
Did you see Ryan Reynolds when he played Green Lantern?
I watched a little bit of that movie. I wasn't really into. I've never really been into superhero movies like that. So the only ones are like the Chris Nolan ones.
That's the Batmans and Superman.
Those are the only ones that I can.
Well, no, Superman, right? Man of Steel.
Well, I didn't really like Man of Steel. I just like the 3 Batman movies. The Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight.
Give me those movies. That's all I really care about when it comes to superhero movies. Now, I will say, Hugh Jackman, Logan, that's probably one of the best.
That was real good. The origins. Yeah.
I mean, I put that up there with the Batman movies for me personally. So.
Did Chris Nolan do? He didn't do Man of Steel, did he?
No, he produced it. So Man of Steel is Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, yeah. And Zack Snyder did Justice League too.
Yeah.
With remember the extended version?
Yeah.
Came out,
Yeah, that one's him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. What you been doing this summer? Been getting into anything?
Nothing, man.
Yeah.
I've been.
I thought you were a partier. I thought you was in Miami and
I wish.
L.A.
Too old. I've been teaching this class.
Okay.
And like I said, I got to spend a little time with my son. He came down surprisingly one weekend for they had a family reunion. Spent a little time with him. Well, a little time with his friend. What you about to say?
How was that?
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. These kids getting older, man. I tell you, boy, these kids be growing up, man. You know, they got getting mustache and you know, and wearing these clothes and these ugly sneakers and all kind of stuff. They own little style and they love social media.
Yeah.
Oh, they social media junkies, man. But
yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool, man, and us just, you know, trying to beat this heat and everything. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, it has been hot, man.
Yeah, what you been up to?
You know me, I'm just been working and just going nonstop.
Going nonstop with them girls, man.
I wish, you know. But nah, you know, just working on these shows and stuff like that. So, just been doing that. I had a little bit of, you know, a quick.
A quickie?
A quick, yes.
For real? Oh, do tell.
No. I had a quick vacation.
Oh, vacation.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You went out of town.
So, yeah, I went to the West Virginia.
No, you got to say it right. You went to West Virginia?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
That's tell you right now.
You got to spit.
No offense to West Virginians.
I don't know. Y'all know the things they say about West Virginia. Come on now. Everybody knows what they say about West Virginia. I'm not saying it's necessarily true. I've never been to West Virginia. I've been to Virginia, but never been to West Virginia.
I will say Virginia is a little. I'm a little scared to be in Virginia. Now West Virginia.
Really?
Yeah, but
wow.
Just because of what I seen there, you know, big flags.
Oh, big flags.
They all about the flags there, man. And you know,
you must have been to like
they got the ones from the 1800s.
You were to some very rural parts of Virginia.
I was just driving through, and I was like, "Dang, that's a big! I ain't never seen such a big flag. I don't even know if I've seen an American flag that big."
You never stopped for directions in there.
Oh no!
Don't make a U-turn in the wrong yard, boy.
You got to make sure you're in the city. You know, like
Norfolk, Suffolk,
you gotta
Newport News,
Richmond.
Yeah. You gotta be. Yeah, well, in the south, any rural parts, you bound to
run into something.
You about to run into something here, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Me spit when I said it. You about to run into something here, boy. This year's God's country.
Yeah, we love Southern people.
We are Southern. Well, I'm Southern.
He's Southern. I got the roots. I got the roots of the South.
You're a Northerner now. You're not even a Westerner.
I love Drake. I got the roots.
You're far north.
Canada.
You're Nova Scotian.
Happy Canada Day.
You're Nova Scotian. Happy Canada Day. You're Nova Scotian.
You know what's funny? So the Olympics are going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the one time where I can rep the country without people thinking that I'm like a Trump supporter or something.
Yeah.
I could actually be like, America. You know?
You're right.
Because, you know, it's the Olympics.
It's the Olympics.
We're going for the Americans. Come on now.
Hey, we love America. I love America.
I know, but you know, would you put a flag on your car?
No.
See? Why? Why wouldn't you do that?
I wouldn't put no flag on my car.
I feel like oh, okay.
No,
that's all right. So not even like your football team or something like that.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't. You know, I see people done it. You know.
What about like in your yard? Would you put like a flag
in my yard?
Yeah. Like you know, Trump 2024, make America great.
Blue Lives Matter. Yeah, man. I'm about to get that tattoo. Fight. I'm about to get that tattoo. Tattoo on my ass. Fight.
Oh my gosh. But no, you know how people have a flag on like a pole outside in the front yard.
My mother used to like on Independence Day she would put up a flag. And,
okay.
You know. But I think you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with flying the flag, you know.
Yeah, but you know, people feel a little weird.
Yeah, because of the stigma of and to be patriotic, in order to be patriotic, you have to be racist. That's usually the stigma of it to some degree.
I feel like that's a new thing.
But you think it's a new thing?
Yeah, I feel like the past 10 years that's been a thing. But
not in the South.
Maybe 2020
in the South. There's always
maybe 2010s, early 2010s, maybe not so much.
Not so much. In the South, I think it was always a undertone or underlying thing, Mm-hmm. But you don't have to be racist to be patriotic. Just some of those who are,
I know what
who have a certain mindset. The way you show your patriotism, I should say, by downcasting on other people just because they don't look like you, and even though y'all may serve the same God, mm-hmm. but just because they don't look like you, so that was like a stigma, but you don't have to be racist to be patriotic, because what was it? Freedom of religion. So you may have a American-born Muslim, right? And they still wave the American flag, but they're a Muslim, just because they love this country. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, mm-hmm. yeah, man.
Well, we'll get into some of our topics today. We're going to be talking about the Olympics going on. We'll be getting into Simone Biles, LeBron James, and we'll also be talking about the Last Supper photo that was recreated. A lot of people mm-hmm. were getting a little ticked off by that. All right, so mm-hmm. we'll delve into that. We'll also be talking about Kamala Harris and some of the reactions she's been getting since she announced. By the way, she's doing great. $200 million she done raised. Mm-hmm. I think she gained tons of followers on all of her social media pages. And it's been a great reception to her.
When we get to that segment, I got some things I've been reading that some people have been saying. Okay. I got a point to make on, something to expound on that, I should say.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely get into that. Yeah. So we'll be talking about that. But also, Trump may be reconsidering his VP pick. Remember, he picked JD Vance mm-hmm. from Ohio, the senator, and basically a lot of clips have been coming out with that aren't good. Him mm-hmm. talking about women, him talking about a lot of different things. So we'll be delving into that a little bit as well. But we'll start off with the Olympics. Have you been watching the Olympics?
Yes, I have. I watched a little bit today after I finished with my class.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of this. I have been watching it. I caught the game, the basketball game when they played Serbia.
Yeah. So LeBron James and mm-hmm. Steph Curry, Team USA just beat Serbia, who had Jokic on it, mm-hmm. Nikola Jokic, and they beat them pretty good. You know. So
when I first saw the game, Serbia was up. They was up, right? Mm-hmm. And, USA was doing their thing until they put KD in. And KD went 7 for 7. Yeah. He only missed one shot. KD was raining. He was raining. And then you had Drew Holiday facilitating. Steph Curry hit maybe 1-3, facilitate a little bit. But they didn't put in Jason Tatum, nor what's my man's name? Oh, Mike. What's the dude name? He played for Indiana. Light-skinned brother.
I know who you're talking about. Halliburton.
Halliburton. They didn't put neither one of them. So I don't know what's the, Steve Kerr. I don't know what's the method to his madness. Mm-hmm. He didn't. I'm not saying he was wrong, but he didn't put neither one of those guys in. Or maybe he's thinking that certain teams, I'm gonna play them for certain. I don't know.
That was his reaction afterwards. His reaction afterwards was, "Hey, sometimes it's about the matchups, Mm-hmm. And I mean, I will say, to defend him a little bit, he did take what's the center,
Joel
Embiid out.
Oh yeah,
the first 2 minutes of the game because Jokic was killing him. So he had to take him out and put in somebody else. So I kind of get what he was saying with I had to play the matchups because you really do. You know, so I mean, ultimately they whooped them. It was 110 to 84, but
but they was like Serbians was right there.
Yeah,
it was right there until like KD got hot. And,
also, I think Tatum isn't. He's not as good as some of these.
You don't
players.
think so? But look at Boston. They won. Tatum was.
I mean, listen.
Tatum's lighting them up, man.
Tatum's a little soft. Okay.
No, man. And, no. Tatum isn't soft.
He is.
Tatum is good, man. He played Devin Booker.
Okay.
And I know why he played Booker, because Booker is good on the ball, off the ball, meaning offensively and defensively as well. Okay. Booker hit a few shots, a few jumpers. I think Tatum is a little bit more aggressive down low.
Okay. This guy. Nobody was even thinking.
John, know your face. You just like, okay. No, I'm trying to. Where you going?
I'm trying to see where you're trying to go with this, but
either way I say it, it's gonna sound a way. I said, okay. I said he was aggressive down low. He's aggressive in the hole. He takes it hard. Either way I say it, I got the pause. So.
All right, let me ask you this: at Tatum's position, name me 2 players that he's better than on that team.
Tatum is a power forward, correct?
He's like a small forward. Forward? I guess he could be a power forward.
At least for Boston.
Power forward, small forward. Is he better than any of the power forwards or small forwards on that team? You're talking about KD. You're talking about LeBron. You're talking about AD. You're talking about who else is on that team?
You gotta.
He's not better than any of those players.
AD is a
He's a power forward.
I thought AD was a center.
No, he doesn't like playing center.
So but on the USA, I think he utilized him as a center, right?
I'm just saying,
he played as a center.
Yeah, on this team.
I'm talking on this team. I think. See, the thing is,
okay.
Don't get me wrong. KD's good. I think with Tatum, their games are different. Whereas I believe KD takes more jumpers. That's what he did. He didn't hardly really drop to the paint. He came down, pull up, but he was hot.
Yeah.
Tatum takes jumpers too, but I've seen Tatum, he'd drive to the paint a little bit more, and sometime and going in, he'd dunk. Not saying KD won't do that, but to me, he seemed like he'd do that a little bit more than Kevin Durant would. So I think their 2 games is slightly different. But I don't know, maybe this was a better matchup,
Yeah. I just think that when you put Tatum on a team, I mean, really, if people are being honest, he's not the best player on his own team. Okay, now you put him on the USA team. I think skill wise, he definitely is the best player on his team.
Mm-hmm.
But
then Brown,
it's the game is mental as well, and I think that he doesn't have that.
Well, think about it.
He doesn't have that thing.
Well, you didn't
that
see.
You need,
White, right?
That killer instinct.
White, who plays for Boston.
Yeah.
Kerr played White way more the whole game. Don't get me wrong, White was hustling.
Yeah.
He was hustling. I give White that he was hustling.
Right.
And by the way, I'm glad he cut that hair off and still having that headband on his head, but he still looked jokey with a bald head to me. But White was hustling. He was in transition, on both ends of the court. I give him that. But he played White. But if you look at Boston, they will keep Tatum on the floor more than they keep White. They'll rotate between White and Drew Holiday to some degree. They keep Tatum and Brown on that floor more so than anything. But Drew Holiday, he was on the floor a lot too.
Yeah.
But I like, maybe just the matchup for what they needed, So when they play South Sudan, we'll really see.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening.
Because I heard they destroyed Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they're supposed to be like the big team.
Yeah, the big team.
Listen, none of these games should be close.
Right? That's what I said.
Like it shouldn't even be a question.
They should be beat them by the minimum of 12 points or better. At least that's what I think. The USA, that is.
Exactly.
I know I'm sounding biased, but I'm from the USA, so.
So they'll be playing them their next game versus South Sudan, and so we'll see what happens.
Because they beat them in South Sudan. I think they beat them in the international when he was playing. Yeah, South Sudan ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Or either they barely beat them 1-2.
Yeah, they beat them, but
barely,
by
right?
One.
Yeah, barely.
They was looking like the Lakers out there with LeBron.
You know what I think it is, man? I think
it's LeBron. No, I'm saying. All right,
it's almost. I know. Real quick,
we gotta change. But go ahead.
Real quick, I wonder if they taking it serious. They're treating this like an all-star game to some degree because they playing together. You know, they play against each other. So I was like, man, you know, they do things in an all-star game. Not saying they don't do as much playing for the Olympics, but you know how the all-star game is. They do some things and they don't take it too serious.
Yeah.
I wonder if I hope they don't have that mentality.
They better not embarrass America. They better not.
Because Jordan wasn't playing. That's the GOAT.
If LeBron loses this one, we got to say that Jordan was the greatest. Come on now. That ends the discussion.
Jordan is the greatest. What are you talking about?
You know, I know, but you know, some people.
Oh, put that argument there.
Some folks out there.
Jordan is the greatest.
All right, so Simone Biles.
Yeah.
So Simone Biles actually suffered a injury.
Calf.
Yeah, it was a calf injury.
Yeah.
But they're still leading.
Yeah. And she's still leading.
She's still leading in terms of points, and they qualified, you know, for the finals, right, or something.
Yeah, she qualified. Yep. She qualified. Yeah, for the
next round.
Next round.
Okay.
Next round. Yeah, she qualified. Jordan Childs qualified. Suni Lee qualified.
Yes, and this is for the team finals.
For the team finals. Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah. I think is it only those three? No, it's 4 of them.
Yeah, I think there's more.
It's 5 of them all together, but for the team, I can't remember who. I know it's Suni Lee, Simone Biles, of course. Jordan Childs is somebody because they have another female on it, but she's like 16.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember her name. She's 16.
Okay.
And then there's another young lady. She's a white girl. I think all of them I think they all qualified for as a team. But I heard for them the competition is gonna be Brazil. This young lady from Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, she's no joke, man. She's no joke. But yeah, Simone Biles had that calf injury, and she still qualified.
Yeah,
that was good.
So that's good.
Yeah,
that she's out there representing.
Yeah, she repping, man. She repping.
I saw Sha'Carri also qualified. You know, she won her race. So
I missed that.
That
wasn't aired. Was that on?
I just saw the highlights. I didn't really see it live. So
because they have so many games going on at once.
Yeah,
and they show some and they show this.
Give me the swimming and give me some of the basketball stuff. That's all I really watched.
They had swimming on, and then they cut a little bit in between the females, and I wanted to see the females. I think it's Dawn Staley coaching.
Oh, I'm not sure. You're talking about the female basketball?
Yeah, she was there. So I wonder if she was coaching. So they would show. I want to see. Me personally, I want to see basketball. I want to see boxing. I want to see track and field. You know what else I want to see? You know what they added?
What you want to see?
Break dancing.
Are you joking?
I'm dead.
They added break dancing?
They added break dance. I want to see that.
Really?
I wonder, will they televise these things? There's so much going on at the same time. And it's being aired on NBC. You know that, right? Yeah, they added break dancing.
No, so the woman is Cheryl Reeves. She's the one who's coaching.
She's coaching? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I saw Dawn. They were interviewing Dawn Staley. I didn't know if she was coaching. I was wondering if she was coaching. You know. Yeah. So you know the Olympics in 28, you know what's going to be?
What's going to be? Caitlin Clark? Oh, you talking about something else? I said Caitlin Clark.
Oh my God.
So it's gonna be in LA. Oh, okay, great. I'm gonna have to go out there. See what's happening.
You got a place to stay?
You know? I'm gonna try to outrun some of these people.
You try to outrun them.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be L.A.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 32 is going back to Australia.
The United States is winning in the overall medals. They have 20 of them, followed by France, which has 16. Japan has 12. China 12. So we'll see.
You know, what I think is like the U.S. is the biggest competition for all other countries.
Oh yeah,
for every country.
Don't play with us.
I don't know what it's like. It's like the U.S. You know, if they're in the same sport, like the competition is always the U.S. If they qualify, if a person from the U.S. makes it and they qualify.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to track and field too.
That's what I want to see. Track and field.
Biggest, and I think that's around the last of the Olympics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sha'Carri, I want to see her, see what she's able to do. So
do that relay and that 100-meter.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, so there was a controversy with this photo of the Last Supper. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were getting mad about this. A lot of people I saw on Twitter, everywhere, people were just kind of talking about it. Even my pastor at my church was talking about it, and
was he upset?
No, he actually wasn't offended. He was just listen, this isn't a moment for us to sort of go at people. Yeah. It's really a moment to, show love, so I don't think he was offended by it. But
yeah.
And I wasn't really offended by it because it was just kind of okay. I just wasn't surprised that they would do this. I think they really wanted to do this in order to get a rise out of people, but
to bring awareness.
At the same time, it was kind of who cares? So basically, they recreated the Last Supper with basically trans, LGBTQ people, and really making a mockery of it in a way, even though they're saying, "Oh yeah, this is kind of like art," basically. And so I saw a lot of Christians, a lot of different people who got
evangelical Christians.
Yes, exactly. So. What were your thoughts? Because you saw the picture, right?
Yeah, I saw the picture. I wonder if some of those the TV pastors were the big time. I wonder if some of them were offended by it.
I don't know, man.
And you said you wasn't offended because me personally, I'm not offended either because it's not an accurate depiction of the Last Supper anyway.
What do you mean?
That is, they didn't, and those times. They would sit on the floors. If they had a table, it might have been a little table to hold the oil that they dipped the bread in or something like that. But they would, and then you would eat with your hands. Because in Africa, some tribes, some people, they still eat that same way. They still do those traditional ways of things, So I wasn't offended. And plus, the picture of the Last Supper, everybody in that picture is white. And we already know none of them people was white. I'm just keep it 100.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I guess because it's a painting, right?
It's a painting, of course.
I don't know who painted that.
Leonardo da Vinci. And see, the thing is, I wasn't even offended by Leonardo da Vinci's painting because that's a painting, like you said, everybody sees. It's a painting everybody know. Leonardo is a great painter, and of course, he's gonna in his depiction, right? Because it's art. Art is subjective. In his depiction. This is how he saw it in his head, so this is what he painted. And then these are how the people looked during his era. Of course, he wasn't in, Israel in that period of time or what have you. So yeah, so I wasn't offended by the painting of that. But even that painting, and if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Leonardo da Vinci's version, that's not an accurate depiction of how the Last Supper would have looked. That's not how it was. But
well, I just know a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're boycotting the Olympics this year
because of that."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's like a big thing.
What do I got to do with the Olympics?
Well, that was the ceremony. That was the ceremony. That was the opening ceremony.
I must be missed that.
Yeah. So that was the opening ceremony. With all the people
I
out
did
there,
see some of the ceremony, and some stuff did look. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, what's going on?
But
here?
Hey, but to each his own. But even if they did that, so what? I mean,
yeah.
Hey, knock yourself out.
Yeah,
knock yourself out.
Yeah. What did you think of LeBron holding up the American flag? A lot of people were saying that he was like George Washington.
Oh, crossing the Delaware.
Yeah, did you see the side-by-side pictures?
He was I forgot, he was the one with the white jacket. They delegate one particular person to hold up their country. Yeah. I thought that was cool, man. He was honored. I was honored for him. He representing y'all. Representing y'all. So, I think that was cool, man. I had no problem with it. What you think? Did you watch the opening ceremony?
I watched some of it,
and it
and
was
again,
long.
it wasn't really. Yeah, I didn't really watch any of it like live. Like,
I watched some of it.
I don't even have like regular TV anymore.
Oh, okay.
And so like, if it's not on a stream, it might have been on a streaming platform, but like, if it's not on a streaming platform,
did you see when they lit the torch?
No, I didn't. I think I saw
it, and that balloon went up.
No, I didn't see that part.
You didn't see that part?
No.
I wonder. That's what I'm fascinated about. How are they going to? They said how they did it, but I'm like, is it just going to hover there? Because it's supposed to be lit for 16 days. The Olympic goes on for 16 days, so I'm like, man, I'm fascinated about that. That's to symbolize that the games will begin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's always a big thing is the lighting of the torch.
The lighting of the torch. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so moving on. So this is actually kind of a story I'm just throwing at you. All right, so Biden has just put forth an initiative, and a lot of people are talking about this. He wants to switch up the Supreme Court, and let me just read off some of the things he has here.
Yeah.
So he said, "This nation was founded on a simple yet profound principle. No one is above the law, not even the President of the United States, not a Justice Supreme Court of the United States. So today I am calling for 3 bold reforms to restore trust and accountability to the court and our democracy. No immunity for crimes a former president committed while in office. 2, term limits for Supreme Court justices. 3, a binding code of conduct for the Supreme Court." All right. He's suggesting that there be term limits for the Supreme Court. And right now he's talking about like 18 years, basically.
Even that's long.
Even that is long.
Even that is long.
But, compared to lifetime till you die, that's actually a pretty good reform.
Can a Supreme Court justice get impeached? They can get impeached, right?
I think they can get impeached. But anyways, what do you think about it?
I agree with him, man, because, he's trying to get ahead of something that he should have been doing a long time ago.
Yeah.
He didn't believe in stacking the courts. But obviously Trump did.
So, he didn't stack it.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. But he didn't. Well, he did stack it, meaning when he says meaning more, it's not even.
It's not even. Yeah.
So stacked in his favor.
Okay.
So Trump did stack it, right?
Yeah.
So, and it was telling Biden, look, man, maybe you might need to even this playing field. Oh no, he didn't believe in stacking the courts, but now he wants to do something about it because he see that democracy isn't going to be fair when they already grant the president immunity. And then I guess once Trump came out and told all the Christians to go vote.
Yeah.
He told them to go vote, and he says, "I'm not a Christian, but go vote. Trust me, this is the last time it's going to be fixed." I guess they're saying that maybe he's meaning that, look, with the Supreme Court, I'm going to try to stand here as long as I can, and you never have to vote again, At least that's the way they took it. However he meant it, I don't know. Maybe you maggers in the comments going to say, no, what he really meant. If you know what he really meant, then go ahead and enlighten us. Or if you agree with me, then enlighten me as well. Go further in detail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they want to prevent that from it becoming a dictatorship, and he becoming like Putin, never want to leave office. So yeah, so now I think he wants to try to get ahead of it now and try to do something about it. Which I think he should. I think this is a good step.
Is it too late? I mean, there's 3 months until. Or 3 or 4 months until the election.
It's never too late, which he should have got out ahead of it way before, right? It's never too late, right? But if Kamala gets in, then you need to have her reinforce these things.
Yeah.
That way she can get because if you don't, democracy will be destroyed. It won't be a democracy. It'll be like you literally have a king,
Yeah.
Now next thing from that point, once that happens, then you got to find a way to overthrow Congress itself, the House. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to find a way.
Then America isn't America.
Right. It's not.
The pursuit. If there's a king.
Exactly. Then it's not
America. Isn't
it's
America.
not America.
So
it's not the United States no more. It's just it's one government, which it is one government, but it won't be a government that they need to take "we the people" out the Constitution, because that's what that means. We the people, we govern ourselves, even though we do have a government, a body in government overhead for democracy to write laws and stuff like that. But it starts "we the people," right? So it shouldn't be "we the people" anymore. It should just be, whatever entity they're going to call it. So, right, it wouldn't be the Americas anymore, whatever the case may be. What you think?
I agree with this all the way around. I think that I do think that we need to stack the courts. And I know that's a radical idea, but we never need to be uneven.
That's what I'm saying.
Because America is all different types of people from all different types of places.
Yeah.
So I think that we do need to even it out. He does need to add, I don't know, 3 or 4, whatever it takes to even it out.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. And I'm always going to agree with term limits.
Mm-hmm.
One thing he didn't put in there is also an age limit. Like we need to put that in there too.
I totally forgot about that.
So if you get over a certain age, and I'm not trying to be an ageist or anything like that, I just don't think that these decisions that are going to last for 50 years should be made by people who, are in their 90s and 80s, and they don't really have to see the next generation.
And they're not even in touch with the generation that they're living in currently.
Exactly. So we need people who governing us who are in touch with what's going on. Because I feel like a lot of these people are out of touch with reality. They don't really go shopping. They don't really have to pay for groceries. They don't have to pay for gas. They never really, a lot of these people don't even drive themselves.
That's true.
It's like,
And what's that statement you said about you don't want to be considered a ageist?
Yeah.
I think that's not what you said is bullshit, but I think that's a bullshit for people to say. You know why? Nobody going to hire a 90-year-old person to be a cop. You won't say that then. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You won't say that. You know what I'm saying? We need some firefighters. We need volunteers. And people even if you just volunteer, nobody going to say, dude, how old are you? I'm 88. You volunteer to be a firefighter? They don't look at ages when it comes to stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to protecting a person, so I think the same rules should apply. I think some people just don't want to step down out of that position of power, that entitlement that they hold. Yeah. And I think that's the problem.
I mean, there's a reason why we take keys away from people when they get to a certain age.
Yes.
Like you just have to accept what, age is going to do what it does, So, I mean, father time.
Yeah. Right? Nobody, none of us, Black, white, Native American, Asian, Hispanic, none of us can beat time.
Yeah.
No, it's not designed for us to beat time. Nobody can beat time.
Yeah, let me say one thing, one last thing on the Biden thing. I don't think that he should now that, because the Republicans have the majority, let's get it to where the Democrats have the majority. No, I'm always for balance.
Keep it balanced.
Keep it even. Let's make it even, and then let's keep it there, and then we can figure out where to go after that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he should tip the scales, but the hand you are dealt, this is okay. Why are you doing this? Well, this is the hand I was dealt. Mm-hmm. So you need to be aggressive enough and deal to them the same measure to which they deal unto you. Yeah. That's what I think.
All right. Well, keeping on with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Trump has come out and he made those comments, and a lot of people are worried about democracy and what the comments that he made because he said the quiet part out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's been in the news, but also his VP choice is starting to look like a very bad choice. Tomi Lahren, who is a conservative woman, basically, You know,
Tommy Lahren.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from her in a while.
Yeah, she used to be really big I would have thought that she would have been huge by now, right? Because years ago
she was with her own little podcast, and she was far right.
Yeah. She
blonde
was pretty
hair,
big.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
I remember she got Donkey Today one time.
Yeah, and her and Charlamagne had a couple of comments,
and
back in the day.
And the best thing, the best where I ever saw her got checked was with your boy Trevor Noah when he used to host the Daily Show.
Yeah.
I saw her.
I don't like Trevor Noah, but anyways.
But no, the way he did it so tactfully, even the audience was like, "Oh wow," you know what I mean?
Yeah. So she actually came out and basically went against JD Vance and was like, "Listen," because JD Vance had made some comments about how the country is run by nothing but childless cat ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Now this was something that he said in 2021. But now this is blowing up in the news, and a lot of people have been talking about that. And she came out and was like, "Yo, like basically he needs to go because we can't get down with that because." I guess it felt offensive to her specifically. So, but a lot of people have been saying that he's had a lot of different comments, basically coming after people if they don't have kids, and saying that people who don't have kids need to pay higher taxes and all kinds of stuff. So, and then he made a comment about his wife. He was like, "Oh yeah, we had some, white supremacist groups come after us, and obviously my wife
Indian."
Yeah, he was like, "My wife isn't white, but that's okay because blah, 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 blah." So he made a comment like that. And so a lot of people, basically, he's just not looking good right now. And I heard that Trump has 10 days before he can reverse it, before he can't reverse it. So a lot of people are saying that JD Vance needs to be stepped down, or they need to get somebody else.
I don't understand why he picked him in the first. I was like, dude, think about it. He wasn't on anybody's radar, even though he made those I didn't even know he made those comments about Trump prior.
Yeah, that's the other stuff.
I had no idea. Yeah. So anybody who voted for him, you don't have sense, or not to quote him exactly what he's saying, but pretty much he said you don't have no common sense.
Yeah.
Why would you vote for some other goods? Well, I agreed with him when he was saying all that stuff, but now. Is that to go to show you there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty about any Democrat or Republican. I see them go against. They tore each other to pieces in the Democratic. Remember when they had everybody was running, stepping to see who's become the primary.
Yeah,
they were tearing each other to shred. Then when the primary was chosen, they all fall in line. Okay, are we going to support this person?
Yeah, look at Nikki Haley.
Exactly.
Nikki Haley has just been all for Trump lately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Tim Scott didn't even back her, and she the reason why he is even a senator.
Yeah.
So but he didn't even back. I still say I think Trump should have probably picked Nikki Haley. I think they would really give Kamala some run for her money.
Yeah.
I think if he'd have picked Nikki Haley. But you think were they ready to have a woman?
I don't think it would have mattered. I think what happened was Trump thought that Biden was going to be the nominee.
And he said, "I'm going to be in." Yeah.
And so he made this decision before that happened. And now Kamala, who is a woman, is now the lead. And
galvanized.
She has been getting a lot of support from women and just from everybody. She's been getting a lot of love, and a lot of people are calling this a honeymoon phase or whatever, because she's now the nominee, and this is a honeymoon. No, I think it's bigger than that. I think that she's really going to rally a lot of people behind her. They had some kind of Zoom call I heard about where it was hundreds of thousands of women were on this Zoom call, okay? And they're talking about Kamala, how they're going to vote for her.
Oh yeah, black women are going to show up for her.
I just think that you're going to see, and there's already talk of division because you have the leftists. I've been seeing that a lot on social media. The leftists versus the liberals, and a lot of the leftists, they can't really get down with Kamala, right? But you see the liberals hey, we got to rally behind her, and so there's this divide that's going on because the leftists are more, for somebody who isn't going to be so
pro-black.
No, somebody who isn't going to be so pro-Israel. Okay. And so they feel like, Kamala would be more of the same of what Joe Biden has been doing, basically.
I think she will be. I think
so. Yeah. Like so it's one of those deals.
She definitely.
But
I don't know about the pro-black stuff, but
yeah. But and we'll talk about that later. Mm-hmm. But I think the real reason why Trump decided on JD Vance, let's call it what it is. He didn't want to get pinced again. Okay. Mm-hmm. And yes, I'm saying pinced as a verb. And so, the first time Pence basically turned his back on Trump, and Trump wants that loyalty. For him, it's all about loyalty. It's about being behind him 100%.
He wants you to even turn your back on the Constitution.
Exactly. On democracy, right?
Yeah.
But I think that, JD Vance basically has turned around completely because, he was the person who said that Trump is basically Hitler. Mm-hmm. And now he's become the person who's like Trump all the way. And basically, I think I could be, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a statement that he made where he was like, I would have never did what Pence did on January 6th. Mm. And so I think Trump kind of ran with that.
And you said that he said that before he became the VP nominee?
Yeah, he said that before he became the
I wonder what made him turn his... I really wonder what made... I get the fact that he's the VP, of course, so now he got to sing Trump praises. Mm-hmm. But I wonder if he did say that before, I wonder what made you turn your stance how you was before you came to nominee, because Trump was the same person before he came in office. He's the same person while he was in office, and the same person after. He hasn't changed anything. So what would make you change your stance other than being runner-up? Maybe he found he may have been runner-up for the VP nominee. Because, they give you they give you a few people.
I will say there was a number of Republicans, though, who were, like, praising Trump, right? Like, they've been coming out and,
you know why, right?
Basically cheering on, like, January 6th and saying that it's not, what it was. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people say that, oh, it's not what it was. But go ahead.
But I think the reason why they've been praising him because they know he has so many followers. Mm-hmm. And you want his followers. That's you got your conservative, and then you have the MAGA. Mm-hmm. First, they were Trumpers. Remember, it was Trump supporters, Trumpers, and now they're MAGAs.
Yeah, ultra MAGA.
Yeah, right. So I think they want that base. They said, dude, this even though he lost, he almost beat Biden. Yeah, and this dude ain't even a real politician, Yeah. So I think that's what they want. They want.
I think you brought up something that was very key. You said Trump hasn't changed, and I think a lot of people see that Trump hasn't changed, but I think that a lot of people have seen what Biden's 4 years have been, and a lot of people don't like it, And I don't like the last 4 years, but then that's not a Trump's, That's not a Trump, yo, Trump. No, that's not even close to that. I'm just saying that, like, the last 4 years haven't been the best. Mm. And when you look at what we're doing overseas, what you look at with all these wars, when you look at how people feel here in America, like, having to buy groceries and stuff like that. And so I think that, you're right. Trump hasn't changed, but I think Americans have changed. And America has changed. Yeah. So, but anyways.
Yeah, I mean.
That's the thing. I don't think this race wouldn't even be close. Trump would have been gone. But because I think people have seen what the last 4 years have been, I think that's why a lot of people.
Honestly, I think that if you're right, they see what that last 4 years have been. But even if, say, it was Biden and Trump again. Mm-hmm. If Biden cognitive, say if he had the vigor or the energy like a Bernie Sanders, or even like Trump, where he wasn't misquoting things, and just if he still had that same mental fortitude, I think people would still have got behind Biden because they didn't want Trump.
Yeah.
But being how he was on that decline,
yes,
they couldn't really rally behind him. And then I think, like I said, I think he stepped down because them donors start pulling their money.
Yeah.
And money talks. Was that saying? Money talks and bullshit runs the marathon. So that's what makes America tick. If you ain't no money, nobody ain't doing nothing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kamala Harris has been doing really, really well the last couple of weeks. And I actually want to play a clip. So I'm going to have to edit this stuff out. All right. So I will say this guy, he's a very lefty guy. All right. Okay. So obviously, but he's got some facts here that are numbers. And so that's why I'm playing them. I'm playing them because of the numbers. All right. But here we go.
Breaking news, we just got some numbers on how well Kamala Harris's presidential campaign is going in her first week, and it's mind-blowing. Just look at these numbers. Over $200 million raised, 170,000 new volunteers on her campaign, 2,300 events in battleground states, and, of course, nearly 3 million TikTok followers. And, of course, the Kamala Harris campaign accounts on different social media platforms have doubled or tripled in size. These numbers.
All right, so she is doing really, really well all the way around, no matter how you slice, the pie or whatever. She has
lit a fire under the Democrats' ass. Boy.
So yeah, a lot of people are getting behind her. There's a lot of different things of why people don't want to get behind her, right? A lot of people are saying that she's not fully black. A lot of people are saying, what are her policies? Is it going to be the same as, Joe Biden? Because if it's more of the same, people don't know if they want to do it. So what are your thoughts on all this stuff?
That's what I was about to say.
Is Kamala black enough?
Yeah, I think Kamala's black. She's black, man. Trust me.
What do you say to people who say that? I don't question
her black. Stop it. She's black. She's black. Her mother is a Jamaican.
Okay. And
Jamaicans are slaves of Africa as well. They were brought over by the British to mine the sugar cane. So they're African, black. And one thing about Jamaicans, they can almost trace their lineage back. Their blood ain't really dilute as a whole lot of Americans are, Some of us can't, but they can trace theirs back easier than we can, like the Haitians. They once removed from Africa almost, you know what I mean? So they can almost trace theirs back. She probably more blacker than some of you who's saying she ain't black. She can probably do her mother and her, not the Indian part, of course, but through her mother, she probably can trace her lineage back to Africa and find out exactly which tribe, but yeah, she's black. But the thing I want to touch on is a lot of people, black people too,
okay,
they had problem with, and I saw her, she has no policies up there. They're like, dude, what are your policies?
Yeah.
That's the one issue I saw that some people been having with her. They don't know if they can get behind her. Matter of fact, Sway Lee from Ray Shremmerd.
Yeah.
He did a post saying don't vote for her because and then some people went and looking and saying about her policies and they don't know what she actually stands for. She just raising a lot of money, telling you to give her a lot of money for her campaign, but they want to know her issues and what is she going to do for the American people. So I have seen that in social media. I don't know if she has some policies up there already or what the case may be. Now, I'm pretty sure when she's talking, she has a lot of talking points.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they just haven't put that up yet, or maybe they're still trying to work out the kinks and iron out some things. But I would hope that one of them, they're going to stop giving a lot of money overseas, because she said something about tax cuts for working class people, because obviously I think reparations is off the table. I need somebody who's going to give us some reparations. But she's saying tax cut, but that'll affect it will affect everybody. But I want to see what's something specific they're going to do for black people.
Quickly, and then I'll give my point. But is reparations a breaking point for you?
I think it's a breaking point for a lot of black folk.
Oh, okay.
You know why? Because we's hungry. We out here trying to eat. We trying to survive with multiple hustles, man. We won't be able to catch white America. Mm-hmm. You know, they have too far of an advance. But we can at least be in the game. And some of us are not even in the game because we haven't been given those opportunities as they have been given. Yeah. You know, and you know they doing away with DEI?
It just got here. Right, they're already getting rid of it.
You know, and they're getting rid of it. And didn't Clarence Thomas benefit from it?
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He benefit from it, and they have proof that he benefit from it, but he wanted to get rid of it from everybody else. So you know, but yeah, man, I think you know they need to bring that back to the table. They need to do something.
Yeah.
Let us sell some weed or something. I'm for real.
Let's be fair to Kamala. I know a lot of people are saying that she doesn't have any policies out. But guess what? She just started, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, give her a couple of months. But she is going to need to put out some policy.
Yeah. I think she has some.
And, you know, I mean, like, if you look at somebody like Trump, he has the Agenda 47, right? Mm-hmm. But he's had so much time to really delve into that and figure out what he's going to do and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Kamala, she's had, 2 days? You know, so I think people need to be a little more patient on that.
That's true.
And I'm not saying that I'm voting for Kamala. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that
she's not black enough for you.
I'm just saying that like give her a little more time to like put out something. I'm generally interested. I want to see what she has, what she's gonna put out here. I want to see who her VP pick is gonna be. Yeah. I want to see all this stuff. Like for me, I'm just looking at candidates as candidates, and I'm saying, okay, does this person have what matters to me? You know, is she going to be able to, talk about the border and actually put forth something for that? Is she going to, have a plan for ending these wars? Okay, I'm looking at that. Is she going to be able to figure out this inflation? Because they tell us that inflation's going down, but I look at my bank account and it's the same. So, yeah.
Hey, just real quick. If she put forth policies that you can get behind, and you're like, man, this, would you vote for her or still no?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you'll, and not that I would say it on here, but like if she puts forth something that I would, that I agree with, I'm 100% behind her, so, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, but yeah, I mean,
I wonder who
one thing I can't do is just vote for somebody just because they're black.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know that's going to ruffle little feathers, but
no,
I mean.
No, it's not. Look at Tim Scott.
Yeah.
And he black.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll never catch me voting for somebody just because they black or just because they do this or that.
Never do that.
Like, you got to show me something that I can get behind. If she has a way, to figure out the issues that are going on here in America, then, I'm behind her. Obviously she's a woman and she would protect women's rights.
Yeah.
Which, I'm for. So, yeah.
And women are thorough. I always say a lot of times, you ever notice, and I probably said this before. Yeah. Sometimes when you want to get stuff done, you get a woman.
Get a woman.
Because they more thorough and men sometimes tend to procrastinate. And I might be guilty of that sometimes.
That's you all the time, man. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I may be guilty, but at least I tried not to, I should say. Yeah. But a lot of times women are thorough. If she makes it in office, I'm curious to see what she will do and how she will go about things. I honestly think that she don't seem like the type. But then again, I can't even say that because I don't know. I wonder if she's not gonna be like Trump, but meaning, when you see BS, call it out. Like how Trump would, people not getting what he want them to do or somebody isn't that, and Trump had no problem calling them out. And remember his administration? Oh, he fired this person, he fired that person, because of course he comes from a business background. That's what you do in the corporate world. Of course, politics is a little different, but I wonder if she's going to be not aggressive, but speak her mind and just try to be politically savvy and just.
She's gonna talk about that coconut tree, man. She gonna have to tell it. She gonna show us how to cook some greens in the tub.
I want to see this. I want to see this. What y'all talking about? I want to see these videos. I want to see these videos. What y'all talking about?
She gonna laugh about it.
I saw her laugh. Her laugh isn't annoying.
Yeah, it's
to me.
not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's, trust me, I've heard way worse.
It's just sometimes it's awkward when she.
You know what
laughing,
I think it is?
So
because people brought it up. If they didn't bring it up, you probably would never think about it. And I don't honestly, even when I see her interview, I don't even see her laugh that much.
Yeah.
Not every time, not like slapstick laughing falling off. Yeah, I heard it. I was like, I think people they just gonna nitpick. Oh my God, look, she parted her hair on the right this time. Why would you do an interview with your hair parted on the left?
Right.
The right is more respective, is more regal. When you do it to the left, you look like a floozy. I think people just gonna find anything to nitpick at.
To go after.
Yeah.
So.
And they do it with all candidates.
Yeah, they do it with everybody.
They do it with everybody. So, yeah.
It's just one of those deals.
One of those things. This thing where y'all nitpick on us. He got on a Nas t-shirt.
Yeah.
Why you wearing Nas for? It's not Illmatic.
Oh. Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting.
I do think that people need to stop it with is she black enough? But
yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah, I think that's bad. So
yeah, same thing they did with Obama.
Yeah.
Oh, is he Muslim? His name, Barack Hussein. And I remember that. Leading the cavalry on that. He wasn't born in America. Trump started that. Yeah. I made him produce his birth certificate and this and that. You know what I mean? So they need to stop it, man.
Well, the convention is coming up. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. And
where's that going to be? That's in
it's in August. Oh, you said where is it going to be?
Yeah.
I think it's in Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah, so.
I think that's when, they say roughly about around August 7th, that's when she should announce her running mate.
Her VP?
Yeah, VP. So I know they're trying to be strategic. So it more like you think it'd be a white male.
Oh, yeah, it's going to, it
should be.
Let's just call it what it is, dog. It's gonna
what if it's a white woman?
No, because that wouldn't be.
That'd be too much?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You think America ain't ready for that?
Yeah. I mean, what I said last time. A little bit racist and a little bit sexist.
I think what hurt her, if she come up there and Hillary Clinton is her running mate, I'll be like, oh, my God.
That's the only woman that she can actually pick, and I think.
You think so?
I think she's the only. So. If she picks any other woman. I'm just saying women in general. She has to pick a man.
I get what you're saying because America is somewhat sexist.
Yeah.
Even though some people don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
But I don't think if she picked Hillary Clinton, I think that's going to be detrimental for her.
I'm just saying that's if she was going to pick a woman, that's the only one she could pick.
Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
Nah.
Who else do you think? Because
there's a lot of
I know a lot of people are throwing out there like Gretchen Whitmer. No. Like she needs to go after. Really, I think she needs to pick Newsom. But, Gavin Newsom. It is what it is.
Somebody said there's another governor, too. I forgot his name. They were talking
about. So they're talking about the governor, I think, of Minnesota.
Newsom said he's not running. Yeah, I think it's
Minnesota.
I forgot his name.
And then there's one.
Shapiro.
Okay.
Governor Shapiro. I heard some people throw out Shapiro.
Yeah,
Gavin Newsom already said he's not interested. He's comfortable where he's at.
Newsom trying to be the president. He ain't trying to be no VP.
You never know that. That may be a way to get in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It'd be interesting if she picks a white woman. That would be interesting. More likely is leaning towards, I don't know this for sure.
A white man.
Wait, what if she like a black woman? Boy, oh my goodness. If she picked another black woman.
That would never run. I'm just letting you know.
I wonder how that would play out.
That wouldn't play.
The Democrats going to have to get behind her because she is what she is. But boy, the Republicans going to come out in droves.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're going to take away our guns. They're going to,
They wouldn't let it happen.
Man,
I'm just letting you know.
You're going to see, oh man, there's all kind of crazy stuff, man. You're going to hear Public Enemy fight the power all the time. They're going to come up with all kind of stuff, man.
They're going to be playing No Scrubs.
No, I know, right? In schools, all the lunches going to be fried chicken and potato salad. and watermelon. Y'all don't want that for your kids, you know. Yeah. It's gonna be, man. It's gonna be so much rhetoric they're gonna come with, man. They already coming at Kamala by herself now. But
yeah,
can you? Oh my goodness. Yeah. What's the lady Jasmine? What's her name? The one who called Marjorie Taylor Greene a bad built butch body.
I know who you're talking about.
Boy, if she had picked her, no, she's not. Boy, my God, no. Man.
Oh, you know what would get the leftists behind her?
Stevie
AOC.
Or AOC?
Ocasio.
I thought you was gonna say Stacey Abrams.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Well, I don't know if you'll get the leftists, but you know, Stacey Abrams, she needs to try to win in her state first. Yeah. She still hasn't won anything yet.
She still hasn't.
Not senator, not governor. Mm-hmm. So she has
to. She can rally the troops though.
Yeah. We need that kind of organization in the black community.
That's what I'm saying. See, a woman.
That's what.
That's what women do, man. That's a woman. That is a woman, man.
For sure.
They say it's no longer just a man's world now. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
It's a woman's world.
The boy can say it's a us world. It's a we world.
We world.
It's a we world.
All right.
We shall see.
Well, that's it for the Black Summit today.
Yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like looking at my Nas, my Illmatic.
Hey, this man's repping. Are they paying you? Is Nas paying you?
Nas, break a brother off, man. Me off Nas.
Pause.
Here. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang.
You thought I was going to let that one slide? Major pause.
Pause, Nas. Pause. Pause. I mean, put the money in my hand. Nah, Nas is one of the GOATs.
He's a GOAT?
Yeah, Nas one of the GOATs, man. Illmatic. Nas one of the GOATs.
Canada Day. Drake all the way. OVO.
OVO.
I need to come in here with an OVO shirt on.
You should.
That's what I'm going to get. Next time.
Once you get an owl tattooed on
when Drake, no, I ain't doing
that. You get tattooed on your face, get an owl.
For real, I ain't doing no stuff like that.
OVO. What OVO stand
Hey,
on?
When Drake's, I don't know. But, when Drake drops, I'm going to come in here with the OVO shirt on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, he got that clothing line, right?
Overnight it for the podcast.
Why use an owl for his logo?
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with owl. Right?
By the way, the owl in the music video with Kendrick, that's the wrong owl. So
that's the wrong owl?
Yep.
Damn, you even know the owl and all, huh?
That's right. He used the wrong one. So he caged up a random bird.
It was an owl, though. It was an owl.
I know, but it was a random species of the owl. So
I don't know
it wasn't OVO. So who did he cage up?
There's no OVO owl.
So, whatever to the haters out there, OVO. All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the Black Summit.
All right, we out. Peace.
Peace.